Hey everybody, Justin here with Northern Colorado Rideshare. In today's video, I'm going to talk about some Uber Eats deliveries that I did last week. It's been a little while since I've done them. They've done a bunch of updates to the app on delivery, so I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try. So stay tuned and we'll talk about it some more. Hey everybody, Justin here with Northern Colorado Rideshare. So last week I did a few Uber Eats rides. It's been a while since I've done them. I have not been a fan of Uber Eats. When they first came to our market, I went ahead and did a few rides and had really kind of bad luck with it. Nobody tipped. A lot of the addresses were incorrect. You know, people would drop the pin in front of their house, not pay attention, and it would be a house across the street. Um, so I was running around trying to find houses and find people. So I didn't really have good luck with it, but I figured, lately they've done a bunch of upgrades to the delivery with in-app tipping in general. I figured, you know what, let's give it a try. I had a little bit of time, so I thought, what the heck. In my market, they were running a boost, which was cool. So I thought, you know what, let's just do it. There's a little bit of a boost, so I'll get just a little bit extra. Um, so I did 6 trips. Didn't do a ton, not a huge, a pool to judge off of, but I did 6 trips. That's what I had time for. And I made $56.40 on 6 trips. Um, it's not good. The time that I was online, looking at this, it seems pretty high. I think I might have been online trying to get some rides. So this isn't correct, but it was 5 hours and 15 minutes. I don't think it was quite that. I was probably closer to 4 hours being online just doing deliveries. But if I take the 5 hours and 15 minutes, that's only $10.74 an hour. So that's really, really terrible. But like I said, I think I was closer. I think I was closer to 4 hours. So um, it's still the same. Um, you still get the ping for delivery. You go to the restaurant, you find parking, you go into the restaurant and hope that the order's ready. So I did the 6 rides. Um, I think 2 of them were ready out of the 6. Um, First one I went to, of course, waiting. They're saying they had to call the customer because they had a question. Okay, that's fine, but the food's supposed to be ready before they call for us. Um, I waited there for a few minutes. Went ahead and rated the pickup portion bad, and just put that food wasn't ready, or I think it said something like too waited too long or something like that. So I definitely did that. Um, Got out of there. The drop off was fine. That piece was normal. Parking for the drop off was good. Pulled right up. It was at a business. Pulled right up. There was visitor parking right up front. Just brought it to the front desk. No problem. Um, Couple other rides, the food really wasn't ready, so you ended up waiting, and that's what kills us on that time is, we're not making any money if we're not, with the food going to the passenger. So if we get to the restaurant and have to wait 5, 6, 10, minutes or longer, we're losing money there because we're not being paid for that time. So um, that's one of my big complaints is the waiting for the food. I talked to one of the restaurants. I showed up. They hadn't started making the food. They said it'll just be a couple minutes. So I asked them, I said, hey, what's supposed to happen? My understanding is you guys aren't supposed to call for a driver, until you have the food ready. And they said, yeah, technically you're not supposed to, but they've had problems on their end where on their side, on their app, it's showing that they've confirmed a driver's on their way. They wait. No driver shows up. So they've got food sitting there that now it's just sitting there getting cold because it showed that a driver was on the way when there was no driver actually coming, and then eventually it showed canceled. So I can kind of get where they're coming from. I wouldn't want to make food and then have a driver not show up. I totally get that. But at the same time, they need to understand that I'm not making money. They made the money because they made the order and somebody paid them for that order. I'm not making money until I pick up that food and go. So that to me is a frustrating piece. Is the waiting part that I wish that Uber would do something on that. I think they need to. I think they need to start paying us. I know they give us a pickup fee, Let me look at one of these here. They give us a pickup fee, and that, that's cool, but they need to, as soon as we show that we're there and picking up that order, we need to start being paid just like we've got it and we're on the way, because if we got to wait 10 minutes for that food to be ready, we need to be compensated for that time, and not just the pickup fee on that. So that's still my big complaint. That's what I had a big complaint on early on when we were doing this, is the waiting for the food at the restaurants. I will say this time I didn't have any issues with drop off in terms of the right place or the right person. One place was a little bit off. It was at an apartment complex, but the college kids were waiting out front, so I was able to find them. The pin was dropped in kind of a weird location, but that's the only issue with drop off that I had compared to the first times I did it when it first came into this market, where people would just drop their pin. And those of you that drive, you know this. So people will drop a pin, kind of where it thinks that they are, but they're really not there, or it shows an address that's maybe a couple houses down or something. That happened to me a few times early on. That did not happen to me on these 6 trips, which was good. So at least the drop-off piece was good. And then, the driving piece, to and from, that's normal. I didn't really hit any traffic, so that was good. I was kind of midday, so I was a little before lunch, not really during lunch, so I didn't hit too much traffic. I was not driving in a big city. I'm in Boulder, Colorado is where I was driving. Traffic can get kind of hectic there, but not like, big cities. So the driving piece was okay. Like I said, like I'm looking at one of my deliveries here. I got a tip on this one. I got paid $2.26 for my distance. The pickup fee was $2.26. The drop-off fee was 97 cents, and then with that boost that was going on, it was $2.74. So, $8.23 on that one. I did get a tip on this ride. I don't know why it's not showing, but it was a $4 tip. The total was $12.23 on that one. So 2 out of the 6 people tipped on that. I found that the tips came in a whole day later. So I'm not sure, why it takes a day. I will tell you that I ordered Uber Eats a couple days after I did these deliveries, and I don't know if the driver isn't set up for tips or what, but I was not able to tip in the app for that driver. I feel kind of bad, but I didn't give him cash on purpose because I wanted to go through the process of the app. Well, I don't think he was set up to receive tips, because I could not get a tip to go through. I even went and emailed through to Uber a bunch trying to get that figured out, and I wanted to get the guy a tip, but I don't think he was set up. That's what we came to the conclusion. So 2 people tipped out of the 6. I got $8 in total on tips on that. So I think the tipping for Uber people is similar. The rating side of delivery, on the ride or on the customer side, I noticed from when I did it, is a little bit cumbersome. I wish they would streamline it a little bit, but you are able to rate the driver, and the delivery portion separate from the actual food and restaurant piece as well. So that that's kind of good. But anyway, is Uber Eats worth it? I guess that it can help you supplement. If you're just doing out driving Uber X or something, and it's kind of slow, and you can turn on delivery and get some Eats rides, to kind of fill in that gap, I think yeah, sure. In our market where I'm at, is it worth it full time? I'm gonna say no way. Like I said, 6 rides, 50 some bucks, that included tips. I don't think by itself it's good, but to offset regular passenger rides, sure, I think it probably is okay. So am I going to continue to do Eats? Probably not. If Uber continues to run those big boosts on there, those 1.6, 1.5, the 2.0 boosts, maybe I'll throw in some delivery in there if it's slow, and just maybe try to get some of those boost rides. But I don't think I'll do delivery by itself. It's good. It's going to offset your rides, I think, but around here, I don't know that it's totally worthwhile. But anyway, I just want to do that video. I know it's gone kind of long, and I'm kind of rambled, and I've been looking at my computer screen because I've been looking at all this information from these rides. But Uber Eats, they have improved it. The platform's a little bit better. They've made it a little more streamlined, but there's still some complaints. The wait time at the restaurants is one. I think we need to be compensated as soon as we arrive to the restaurant, just like we would if we, if if we're waiting for a passenger. So do that. Maybe hit these restaurants a little bit harder if the food's not ready when we get there. But other than that, like I said, it's still the same. It's Uber Eats. If you don't want to have passengers in your car, I guess that is a benefit. That was one of the nice things. My car was not clean, and I didn't have to worry about passengers. I was just kind of carrying around some food. So anyway, Uber Eats, I'm not going to continue to do it full time. Maybe every once in a while to offset if there's some good boost incentives or something like that when it's slow, but not a big improvement from when it started. It is Uber Eats. You're still dealing with delivering food to people, and the tips and really not there either. But definitely get in there, leave comments if you drive a lot, if you do delivery a lot. Let us know. Let me know what it is that you're seeing that you like, that you don't like about it. In those comments, give that thumbs up. We like those thumbs ups, and hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell next to the subscribe button so that you can get those notices when I've got new videos out. And again, lots of likes. Trying to get those likes. Justin with Northern Colorado Rides here, just talking about Uber Eats. Still on the fence, kind of leaning towards the no side on that for me. But for some people, it could be a benefit. And like I said, leave comments in there. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.